Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog, nice. Coming at you with another daily news update. So go back, check out last night's episode of the Articulated Comic Book Art podcast. I did touch on a couple of these things in the podcast, but I wanted to reiterate in this news video two things. The upcoming Iron Man and Mandarin 2-pack, we talked about that a bit. I did get a little clarification on Mandarin. I mean, Hasbro still kind of screwed it up, but during that story in the Invincible Iron Man comic book, the rings were actually fused to Mandarin's spine. He didn't even have hands or the use of his hands during that time. I also remember that Iron Man was having a problem using the Extremis armor, and he had gone back to some older armors to fight Mandarin. Now, the additional head sculpt in this pack is kind of spot on from the comic books. So is the look with him with the all black hair and the black suit, but they just kind of screwed up with the hands and not having the rings on the hands and the rings on the fist and this and that. Now, there is a version that you can make that is accurate for sure, but it was kind of all over the place. I need to go back and really read that run again. It was very good. I would highly recommend you reading it, but it's certainly going to still leave a bit to be desired in terms of the desired and fan favorite look for Mandarin. I guess that modern look is not really what a lot of people wanted. You know, we still want a classic look similar to those that we got back in the day with Toy Biz. Also, I was under the impression that this had already sold out, but it is still up for pre-order on Amazon, so you can still pre-order this. The other thing that we talked about was that I spoke to Dan Hu, and he was concerned because in the UK, the release date for the upcoming X-Men 97 Sentinels was pushed back to January 2026. Now, that might not bode well for us on this side, and it's possible that it may be pushed back for us too. Now, we don't know this to be 100% certain as of yet, but Rick pointed out the fact that they didn't have the Sentinel on display at San Diego Comic-Con seemed kind of fishy. They didn't really talk about it. There may be some issues coming down the pike in terms of the tariffs and manufacturing and this and that. So that's something to definitely watch for. I know a lot of us that have been getting assaulted monetarily while it's being hit. We could probably take the reprieve and be okay with a break from having to pay for that sooner as opposed to later. Also, we forgot to mention last night that the Fan Expo Canada is going on this weekend. I believe it started on the 21st through the 24th. And we did get some Marvel Legends news out of there. They had a panel today and they showed off a retro carded Spider-Man the Animated Series Quentin Beck Mysterio. So continuing to get the villains from the Spider-Man the Animated Series show. We get an unmasked look for Quentin Beck, pretty much straight out of the animated show. Looks pretty good. And then surprise, surprise, they're going to re-release Strong Guy. So a deluxe set Strong Guy. It looks like there may be some modifications to the upper torso. You know, the original Build-A-Figure had some issues with the way the arm connected. I think it was the left arm connected. Maybe it was both. There was like some gappage there. I'm not sure 100% if they've updated this. Anybody who was there in Canada, Kev, if you see this, if you know, let me know. But the addition of the extra head sculpt, the thumbs up hand, the additional hands in general, and the weight is pretty nice. This is pretty enticing. Now they're going to go back and revisit all of these characters from the original X Factor crew. It wouldn't even really be the original X Factor crew, but this iteration of X Factor, because the original version would be the first 5 X-Men. But I digress. From what I can see here, this is cool, and this is a way for somebody to get Strong Guy if they missed out on the Build-A-Figure. Another tidbit to note, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Mephisto. Oh, it should be noted too that this Strong Guy is going to go up for pre-order on August 26th. That's this coming Tuesday. And I believe that is the last day that you can pre-order Mephisto as well. So don't miss out on Mephisto if that's something that you want. The last day to pre-order is rapidly approaching for that. So stay tuned. I'll tap back in again this weekend if there's anything else that needs attention. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there for notifications, and I'll be back soon. Peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week. I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year. Yeah.